Your photo was placed under a cursed candle by someone riding a black SUV. They want to own your energy. Archangel Michael says, your photo was placed under a cursed candle. Someone who drives a black SUV performed this act in secrecy, fueled by obsession and envy. This isn't just jealousy, this is spiritual warfare aimed at claiming what is divinely yours. The air has shifted around you lately, hasn't it? A cold sensation when no wind is present, a strange weight on your chest during sleep, or the flickering of lights without reason. These are not coincidences, they are signs of something darker watching your life unfold with unwanted interest. The candle that was lit against you wasn't ordinary. It was black, wrapped in red thread, and beneath it, your image burned into wax. They wanted not to destroy you completely, but to drain your energy, own your spirit, and bend your destiny toward their personal gain. This person, the one in the black SUV, has been circling your energy field for months. They've asked around about your birth date. They've tried to access information only the universe should guard. They are fascinated by your light. Because you radiate something that even their strongest rituals can't replicate: authenticity, divine favor, and unseen protection. And now they've crossed a forbidden line. You weren't meant to see them. But one morning, your instincts flared when that SUV passed by slowly, 3 times in an hour. It wasn't a delivery. It wasn't coincidence. That driver knows who you are, and they carry a wicked agenda. Your image was printed without your permission. Placed beneath wax while chants were made. And now, every time you feel drained, dizzy, or like your joy is leaking, it is a ripple from their candle. You've started forgetting small things. Losing items in strange places. Waking up restless even after a full night's sleep. This is the mark of a parasitic energy binding attempt. But Archangel Michael has stepped in tonight to break the chain. You were meant to read this at this very moment, before the next candle ritual could be performed. The divine realm is intervening because you are too powerful to be manipulated. The flame they lit is being reversed. The smoke they sent toward you is being redirected to its sender. The black SUV now carries a curse of its own, one that cannot outrun divine justice. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Your guides have been screaming through signs, mirrors cracking, electronics glitching, dreams filled with shadows. You thought it was just stress. But now you see the truth: this is spiritual theft, carefully planned. You must understand, this is not the first time your energy has been targeted. But this is the boldest attempt yet. The photo they used came from somewhere online, one where your eyes looked calm, unbothered, and free. That's what triggered them. Their envy cannot be quenched through material things. This person is after your essence, your spiritual DNA, your unique divine coding that marks you as chosen. They want to silence your gifts and redirect your glow. But there's a crack in their ritual. They mispronounced your name while lighting the candle. They underestimated how fiercely protected you truly are. And that mistake will cost them. Archangel Michael says, your spiritual boundary is being reinforced. A ring of fire now surrounds your photo. Their candle cannot burn without backfiring. Their SUV will soon lose its power, literally and spiritually. You may start noticing accidents, breakdowns, misfortunes happening to them one by one. They will blame others. But deep inside, they'll know, it was you they shouldn't have touched. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You were born with a blueprint that confuses the wicked. Your aura holds ancestral gold, ancient truth, and a frequency that bends curses into dust. That is why this person wanted to own your energy, not destroy it, but possess it. They see you as an open door to the life they want. They think if they mimic your walk, copy your speech, or bind your spirit, they can become you. But spiritual DNA cannot be copied. Last night, someone with a scar on their left cheek was seen entering their home with a bag. Inside it was a second candle and another picture, someone else they envy. But your energy clings hardest. You are the one that haunts their dreams. You need to cleanse, not just your space but your spiritual field. Even now as you read this, tingles may run down your spine. That's not fear, it's confirmation. The veil has lifted. There is a notebook in their home with symbols drawn in red ink. Your name was written 7 times. They believed that would lock your fortune into their own pockets. Instead, the 7th time triggered divine backlash. If you've seen owls, black feathers, or shadows moving from the corner of your eyes, it's all tied to this. These are messengers, not threats. Your protectors are surrounding you now, closer than ever. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The next full moon will mark a turning point. What they plan to do will unravel. They wanted your power, but what they will get is exposure. The black SUV will break down in the middle of a public road. People will gather. And something inside the vehicle, something symbolic and incriminating, will be found. Their identity won't remain hidden for long. Archangel Michael says, the cursed candle is melting too fast. It's no longer taking your energy. It's reversing into chaos. You don't need to retaliate, divine justice is already on its way. Do not be surprised if this person starts avoiding you. Their smile, if ever offered, will feel strained. Their eyes won't meet yours anymore. That is guilt wrapped in fear. They will hear your name being spoken in strange places, on the radio, on the news, in conversations they weren't supposed to overhear. Every utterance will shake them like thunder. You'll begin to feel your energy returning soon. A sudden burst of creativity. A moment of joy so intense it brings tears. This is your spirit reclaiming its power. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Their mirror will shatter within days. And when it does, their reflection will change. This is the moment the energy they tried to bind begins to rebel. Candle rituals that use someone's image without permission always come with a price. And now, your protectors have sent the final warning to the one in the black SUV. They are being watched from a realm they can't escape. They'll soon begin to hear voices whispering in empty rooms. Not haunting, but instructing, telling them to release what never belonged to them. Yet stubbornness will keep them spiraling deeper. Your photo was powerful. That's why they chose it. But what they didn't know is that your photo was protected the moment it was taken. Your eyes carry a flame no dark magic can extinguish. There is an older woman who warned them not to go this far. She sensed that your name was connected to something divine. But that warning was ignored, and now the entire ritual is collapsing. You may find coins on the ground in odd places. Or receive calls from unknown numbers that hang up. These are spiritual echoes, signs that the energy that was bound is being set free. At night, Your soul has been traveling, unaware to you consciously, but battling in higher dimensions. You've stood in dreams cloaked in light while shadows tried to hide. And you always win. Archangel Michael says, your resilience is ancient. You don't just survive spiritual attacks, you become stronger with every attempt. Your light now blinds the one who tried to dim it. Soon, someone will confess. A random slip of the tongue, a drunken admission, or a strange apology from someone you never suspected. That confession is your proof. Type Amen to get blessing 888. This person saw what you were about to receive. They read something online, heard whispers from a mutual contact, and felt your vibration rising. That's when they began to panic. The cursed candle they used was made from graveyard wax. They thought it would speed up your downfall. But the moment it touched your name, it began decaying their fortune instead. Everything they manifest using your energy will fall apart. Jobs, relationships, money, they'll think it's bad luck, but deep down, they'll know. Their success was stolen, and the roots were poisoned. A man with salt and pepper hair has begun asking about you. He carries spiritual insight and can see what others overlook. He will help unravel this curse further. Listen to him when he arrives. Their SUV may soon be involved in an unexpected incident. Not fatal, but symbolic. A tire burst, a broken window, a flash of exposure, so that they understand they are no longer in control. You may dream of fire, water, or wings. These are not nightmares. These are memories of spiritual battles already fought and won. You are rising because your soul refuses to be caged. Don't be shocked if you wake up one morning and feel new. Like something was removed. That's the candle's grip loosening from your aura. A friend you haven't spoken to in months may contact you. Their message may seem casual, but they are carrying spiritual information unknowingly. Pay attention. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There is a window in your home that lets in more than just light. It's a portal of sorts, a place where energy shifts. Keep a small protective item there, and notice how peace begins to grow again. The cursed candle was supposed to burn for 7 nights. But on the 3rd night, a storm hit. The flame went out, and the ritual was broken. That's when your protectors stepped in completely. They will now be haunted by the smoke of their own doing. Your name will not bring them power, it will bring them shame. And that's not because of punishment, it's the result of spiritual law. You are meant to shine. You are meant to heal. You are meant to lead. That's why dark forces targeted you. That's why Archangel Michael shielded you. Soon, your hands will feel warm unexpectedly. That's energy returning to you. That's your soul smiling. That's the divine touching you and saying, you are safe. There is a bag, possibly leather, possibly torn, that this person hides their spiritual tools in. That bag is cursed now. Every time they touch it, they will feel your resistance. They wanted your energy. But what they didn't know is, your energy cannot be owned. It chooses where it belongs. And it has chosen to return to you. Archangel Michael says, you are reclaiming your name. The world will know who you are, not through their spells, but through your truth. The light is with you now, stronger than ever. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. A bird may land near your window soon. It's not just a bird, it's a watcher, a spiritual messenger. What it brings is not words, but energy confirmation that the curse has snapped. The person in the SUV may change their appearance, their phone number, their location, but they cannot outrun spiritual justice. What they tried to steal will haunt them until they release it. Your intuition is heightened now. You will begin to see beyond people's words. You'll hear lies disguised as kindness. But you'll know the difference because the veil is now thin for you. The next 21 days are important. Cleanse with intention. Speak your truth aloud in your space. Sleep with clarity and awaken with divine awareness. Someone in your family may mention dreams or strange feelings. They are picking up the residue of what was meant for you. Thank them for sharing. It is part of your healing. You are rising. Slowly, with strength, with grace. The person who lit that candle will fall, not because you harmed them, but because they tampered with the divine. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The black SUV was seen circling again. But this time, its engine stuttered. The streetlights flickered above it. A sign from heaven that their time of manipulating is over. They may try one last desperate attempt. But it will fail. Because your spiritual armor is now sealed with Archangel Michael's flame. No more feeling drained. No more forgetting who you are. The flame inside you is alive again. They'll begin to lose followers, friends, and even respect. Their lies are exposed like cracks in glass. No one believes them anymore. You will soon receive a message that changes everything. Not a curse, but a reward. A divine payout for enduring what was meant to break you. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. This is your confirmation. You are protected. You are rising. The candle they lit against you has become the torch that lights your path forward. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. There's more unraveling behind the scenes than you realize. The one who lit the candle under your photo didn't act alone. They were pushed by whispers, another person, someone envious, someone feeding them lies about your power. A jealous third party has been watching you silently for years. This person once smiled in your presence, even offered you help. But in secret, they passed your photo to the one who rides the black SUV, fueling their rage with twisted stories. That candle was not their first ritual. They've tried small energy manipulations before, through words, through symbols, through distance. But nothing stuck. That's why they moved to something darker this time. Yet here you are. Still standing. Still shining. Still chosen. Their strongest attempt only triggered your greatest awakening. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. You may remember a day where your body felt frozen. As if time paused for a brief second. That was the moment the cursed flame touched your energy, but your ancestors intercepted before it could enter. Someone in your lineage was a spiritual protector. They walked this earth shielding others. And now they stand behind you in the invisible realms, fighting off every dart sent your way. That's why the flame didn't take your gifts. That's why the rituals only made you stronger. Because your bloodline is built for battles like this. Do you recall a name that came up recently, a person from your past? That name returned to your mind as a warning. They are connected to this. Either through gossip or guidance, they help this SUV driver shape the curse. But their fingerprints are on it now. And with each lie, the curse returns to sender in full force. Their voice may tremble in public soon. Their hands may shake. Because what they set into motion is crashing back harder than expected. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Archangel Michael says, the circle is closed. What began in darkness will end in light. The person in the SUV will feel this moment coming, they'll lose sleep, they'll lose control, and then they'll finally confess. It won't be dramatic. It will be quiet, cold, and precise. They'll say your name in regret, admitting they went too far. The candle's remains have turned to ash. The photo has burned itself out unnaturally, midway through the ritual. That means one thing: your spirit didn't allow the binding. They will try to convince others that you cursed them. That's their next desperate move. But truth has eyes, and it's watching every corner of their actions. Someone close to them will begin doubting them. A partner, a friend, maybe even a sibling. That person will walk away. That is the beginning of their unraveling. And you will rise in public light. Not just healed, but elevated. This storm has cleared your path. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. You are stepping into your calling. Not just survival, but power. Every tear you've cried during this season has fertilized your blessings. A new door is opening soon, spiritually and literally. It might be a job, a conversation, or a home. But it comes as a divine reward for what you've silently endured. You are not to fear shadows anymore. They fear you. Because your energy now sends signals of return fire. Any darkness thrown will be repelled tenfold. The SUV may disappear. They may stop circling. But that doesn't mean they've forgotten. It means they've finally seen the truth: they lost the war before it began. They may visit a spiritual healer soon. But that healer will feel something off and refuse service. Because divine protectors do not assist those who attack the chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Soon you'll notice a surge in your manifestations. Things you long desired will arrive suddenly. Why? Because your energy is no longer blocked. The candle failed, and the chains are broken. A name will come to you in a dream. That's the source behind the SUV person's actions. Do not fear them. Acknowledge the truth and keep your distance. There is a spiritual mirror reflecting everything now. What was hidden is being revealed. What was stolen is being returned. What was cursed is being cleansed. You may hear sirens soon or dream of a loud horn. That's divine noise, a reminder that heaven sees everything. The punishment is not yours to carry, it's already underway. Someone may ask for forgiveness. They may even pretend not to know what they did. Smile if you must, but never forget who participated. Your wisdom must lead you now. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. If you've been feeling pressure on your shoulders or a weight on your back, that is lifting now. The energy they tried to force onto your body is being peeled off layer by layer. You may begin singing again. Smiling without knowing why. That's not coincidence. That's healing in motion. That's your soul celebrating the curse reversal. Your next step is powerfully important. Don't doubt your instincts. Every decision you make now is divinely guided and covered in protection. Archangel Michael says, the SUV may show up one last time. Don't be afraid. You are covered, watched, and guarded. They'll feel the wall around you before they can even approach. There is a prayer that was said over your name long ago. Maybe by a grandmother, a friend, a mentor. That prayer is still echoing. And it saved you from this attack. You own no one your light. Share it where it's respected. Guard it from those who feed on it. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. In a drawer or an old box in your home, there's something that once belonged to a protector. It may be time to bring it out again. Let its energy shield you. Your name will be uplifted in rooms you haven't entered. Your story will be told with honor. And those who once whispered against you will now whisper in awe. Soon, money that was blocked will begin to flow. Unexpected deposits. Sudden approvals. Delayed blessings arriving in waves. Because the blockage has been removed. Don't be surprised if someone new enters your life. Their energy will feel clean. That's divine alignment. Their presence is not coincidence, it's design. The flame that tried to take you down will now light your crown. You are walking proof that darkness cannot hold what heaven protects. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Final message, your photo is not just a picture. It's an imprint of power. And anyone who misuses it will face divine consequences. You are a soul marked by fire and favor. And now, after all this, you're entering the most powerful chapter of your life. Watch what unfolds. You survived the ritual. Now prepare for the reward. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. This message is sealed with divine truth. Walk forward now. Your light is untouchable. The road ahead is wide open now. The energy that was twisted around your name has unraveled like threads in a storm. What they tied with false intention has come undone by divine interference. You will notice peace returning, not just in your home, but in your body. Your heartbeat will steady again. Your breath will feel deeper, clearer, and your spirit will no longer feel like it's under siege. Someone who watched from the sidelines, someone who knew but stayed silent, will soon face their own awakening. Because silence is participation, and heaven heard their stillness just as much as the candle's flame. You are not the same person anymore. Not since the ritual. Not since the flame touched your name. You have become spiritually renewed, like iron passed through fire, made stronger. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. The one who tried to own your energy will start to lose their own clarity. They may stumble with words. Forget simple things. Feel confusion in spaces they once felt confident in. This is their spiritual imbalance. Your name will be honored in the very same circles where it was once mocked. The lies will be exposed not through shouting, but through undeniable results. Blessings speak louder than rumors. A message in writing, an email, a letter, or an old text, will surface. It will carry proof, or closure, or clarity about what was done. Read it. Then release it. Let it serve as testimony to how far you've come. The cursed candle was meant to lock your path, but instead it lit up the truth. Now the road is illuminated and lined with opportunities that were once blocked. Someone who once laughed at your struggles will see you rising and fall silent. Not from guilt, but from shock. Because your glow now stings their shadows. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. Your dreams may become clearer now. You'll start seeing symbols, keys, doors, golden lights. These are messages from the divine that your soul is now unlocked and safe. You may feel chills when entering certain rooms. That's your spiritual radar, guiding you. Listen to it. Let your body tell you where energy is safe and where it still carries remnants of that curse. A new protector has been assigned to you in the spirit realm. You might not see them, but you will feel them. Like a hand on your shoulder when you feel doubt, or a warmth in your chest when fear tries to return. The black SUV is no longer your concern. It may still drive past, but it no longer carries power. Its journey is empty now, its mission has failed. Your photo in their possession has lost all potency. What once held binding power is now a mirror reflecting back their own broken energy. They'll feel haunted, but not by you, by their own actions. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Archangel Michael says, your soul has completed this cycle of spiritual warfare. What you're entering now is a season of harvest. A time of laughter. A time of healing. Your energy is magnetic again. People will be drawn to your light, but this time, only those who deserve it will stay. You've learned discernment now. That stranger who complimented you recently? That wasn't just random. That was confirmation in human form. Your glow is returning, and the world sees it. Your hands are more powerful now. Anything you touch, you bless. Anything you focus on, you shift. You are an activator, a divine conduit walking in flesh. Someone who witnessed the ritual will come clean. Not out of guilt, but because they now fear the consequences. Their confession will serve as divine validation. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. Your photo was placed under a cursed candle. But now your image has become a banner of survival. Every part of you they tried to own is now returned with glory. The ashes of that candle hold no more power. The wax melted with confusion. And the moment your photo touched the flame, your spirit broke every chain. You'll feel lighter. Your steps will carry purpose. And people will start noticing the shift, even if they don't know what caused it. The divine does not forget. Archangel Michael was beside you the entire time. Blocking what your eyes couldn't see. Fighting for what your heart couldn't carry alone. You will be protected for the rest of your days. This attack, this ritual, this season, it's over now. Burnt out, buried, and banished. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. Every time you see a candle now, it will remind you of what you survived, not what tried to take you. Because now, you hold the fire. A new spiritual gift may emerge in the coming weeks. Clairvoyance, intuitive knowing, prophetic dreams. This is not random, it is reward. They tried to silence your voice. But now you speak with thunder. And those who once cursed your name will only whisper yours in fear and awe. This journey has not been easy. But it was not for nothing. You have stepped into power that no curse can penetrate. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. Your presence carries more weight now. People will sense the depth of what you've been through without knowing the story. Let them wonder. Let them stare. Your energy is your testimony. A doorway is being opened. On the other side is peace, prosperity, and purpose. You don't need to knock. It's already being unlocked. And as for the black SUV, they will remember your name for the rest of their life. Not in victory, but in regret. Not in control, but in defeat. Because they learned the hardest lesson of all: what is divinely protected cannot be stolen. Not by candles. Not by envy. Not by shadows. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. You have made it through. This story is sealed in the heavenly archives. It will be remembered not as a tale of fear, but of divine triumph. Now go, shine brighter. You've earned this moment. And never forget, you are untouchable when heaven is your witness. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.